So if you haven't already seen The Tiger's Apprentice, your family is going to love this new animated movie on Paramount Plus. I'm talking with the star himself, Brandon Soo Hoo. So tell us what The Tiger's Apprentice is about.
The Tiger's Apprentice. Well, thanks for having me, first of all, Trevor. Yeah, good morning, man. The Tiger's Apprentice is a film that follows Tom, a young Asian American in San Francisco's Chinatown, just kind of figuring out his life as an Asian American in high school. But then he realizes that he has to kind of learn to control his magical powers really soon because he's thrust into this world where he has to face against this evil force named Lu that's trying to take over the world, and he has to partner up with his old team of Zodiac animals in order to confront this threat that's, trying to take over the world. So that's like in the short summary of it, that's what the story's about.
Yeah. And the supporting cast you have behind you in this film is just insane. We have Lucy Liu, Henry Golding, Michelle Yeoh, Sandra Oh, Bowen Yang. Like this incredible cast that you guys assembled together is wild. What was it like working with them?
Such an honor to share a screen with all of these legendary performers. These are people that I grew up watching. And yeah, just when I first heard about the cast list and I told my parents about it, we were geeking out about just who else was on the cast for like a solid 20 minutes because man, like Lucy Liu, Michelle Yeoh, these were all like kind of heroes of mine growing up. So it's a humbling experience, but it's also a really reaffirming experience knowing that I'm able to share the screen with people that I really look up to.
And you look up to them, I'm sure is also great representation for the Asian community. What was it like having this kind of animated film be told in this kind of light?
I mean, representation is just, it's always so important and it's so valuable. So, seeing a project like this that shows, the Asian American experience so authentically and so genuinely is really special for anyone watching this that could relate. And not just for the Asian American audience that gets to see this, but I think this movie really is just like a celebration of your identity and a celebration of your heritage. So anyone that just has like family that maybe is third generation or growing up in families of color, or anyone that just maybe doesn't feel like they entirely fit in with their crowd, I think they can strongly resonate with this story and really feel empowered by it.
Yeah, and your background in Taekwondo, mixed martial artist, what kind of role did that bring into this job for you in The Tiger's Apprentice?
I could really relate to the character of Tom just figuring out how to use his full arsenal of weapons as a martial artist. I know what it's like to, not really be at the level that you should be or to, put in the work to try to get to the next level. That's something that I experience all the time in my own martial arts journey. So Tom kind of like figures out the ropes of how to fight, how to like, how to take care of himself, how to stand up for himself. And I feel like that is definitely a journey that every martial artist has to kind of contend with. So in addition to just being really physical in the booth, voicing out the fight scenes, voicing out getting thrown off a building and stuff like I definitely think my martial arts background has helped get physical in the booth while recording.
That's such a good point because you, even though it's an animated movie, you still have to make it believable that you're voicing these action sequences. And how do you put yourself in that mindset when you're still in that voicing booth?
Exactly. Yeah, it definitely helps getting really physical, getting really into it. And despite being in the booth, really trying to just act out the scene as if like there was a camera on me or as if there was a cast around me or I was in that environment. So the main difference with doing voice stuff in the booth and doing stuff live action is it's a lot of like self-generated like imagination of the setting that you're in. Um, which still definitely applies with on-camera stuff, but it's just a lot more of that when you're doing voiceover.
Yeah. So I read that this film had quite the process of it finally coming out. There were a lot of delays due to the COVID-19 pandemic. When did you start filming, or I guess when did you start voice acting in this before it came out this past February?
Oh man, I think we had like 3 years. Like
Mhm.
3 years ago is when I started recording for it, and for the next 2 years after that, like it was like on and off, in and out of the booth. There's rewrites, there's maybe some internal stuff going on with Paramount, and then there was like the writer and actor strike. So it was just like back to back, just obstacles that it almost seemed like it was like, man, I almost forgot that we were doing this project because it's been so long. But then when it finally came out, you know, I was super stoked to see it, and it made all of the whole journey there worth it for sure.
It has to be such a sigh of relief to see it come out and audience embrace it just like that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I almost saw it like for fresh eyes because there was such a gap that I was just like, I was re-remembering what the project was like and relearning about my character. So I was like, oh yeah, that's what this that's what this movie's about.
So I heard a little secret that aside from your acting role, you also have a role in a restaurant and you're like cooking and stuff like that. What tell us more about your own restaurant?
Yeah. Well, food is I think almost as big of a part of my life as the entertainment aspect of my life. You know, being an actor, being a content creator, is definitely what most people see, but not a lot of people realize that for me, like food is a huge passion and it's always been a huge passion. You know, I make a lot of my meals at home. My mom taught me how to cook. My grandpa owned a restaurant. So like food and cooking has always kind of been like in the ecosystem of my family. So this restaurant was kind of like a natural progression towards that. And long story short, an opportunity came up for me to open up a restaurant with my friends. And it's like a dream that I've always had was to have my own restaurant. So we built a burger restaurant in Cambodia, which is which is like not the place that everyone would be expecting, but just due to the circumstances, it's what worked out. So I have a restaurant called Stacks Grill. We serve smash burgers, and it's in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. It's been open for a bit over a year now.
Wow. Are there plans to bring in a restaurant stateside?
There are plans. Yeah, I would love to bring Stacks Grill to Los Angeles, or maybe even have my own restaurant concept outside of Stacks Grill. Maybe like my own like version of a contemporary Cantonese concept because that's like what my family is. So maybe a little bit of like Hong Kong cafe, infused with my take on the Asian American experience through food.
Yeah, I love that so much. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat, Brandon. Make sure you
Yeah,
watch The Tiger's Apprentice on Paramount Plus. Thank you.
for having me. Appreciate
Yep.
it.
Wait, hold on.
You okay?
Yeah, great. Okay, I'll be right back. Get.
Tom? Are you okay?
Do I know you, man?
No, but I've been watching over you your whole life.
Who are you? Whoa.
I know it's cool. Your grandmother was a guardian, sworn to protect humanity. Now the duty of protecting it is yours.
Haha, very funny, right?
It's time to start your training.
Oh, it's on. Whoa! Okay, hold on. No. Ah! Wait, how did you know I was gonna survive?
I didn't.
Is that a dragon?
Show off.
It will be my honor to guide you.
Wait, we're getting dim sum?
Not everything is what it seems, kid. We're the Zodiac. Sworn to protect the Guardian.
Who's the featherweight? Hi, I'm Tom, lactose intolerant and guardian of a Steph Curry rookie card. What?
Feel the power inside you.
Oh, yeah! Wait, you don't talk too, do you? This about to be on.
We need you for what's coming.
Who said kids can't fly? I hope you ain't afraid this young. I don't know if I can be who you need me to be.
Your grandma believed in you. It's in your blood.
I've waited 1,000 years for this moment.
I am the Guardian. We've got this. Zodiac up!
Oh, yeah.
You know that it's coming.
Yeah, I said it, this about to be.